Service from the NFCC.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's edition of AM Minnesota. We are hoping to have with us this morning Mary Jane Alm, who is going to be performing tonight at the Paradise Center for the Arts. At least Carter Martin, the executive director of the Paradise, says that was kind of agreed to, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, we're waiting for a call in from her. So.
Did you text her?
Email. So.
Just now?
No. Yesterday we settled all this.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
In one day, forgot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're that important. So.
She's not that old.
Well, no, she's not.
I mean, she shouldn't be forgetting stuff.
Well, she is a teacher, and she has a busy schedule. So.
Where does she teach?
She teaches IPR up in the cities.
IPR?
Yeah, it's in School for Music and Audio Production.
And it's called IPR.
That's the initials. Yeah, I'd have to look it up. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not up on my acronyms this morning.
That's quite all right.
Yeah.
Carter is the executive director of the Paradise Center for the Arts. This sounds like it's going to be a terrific concert.
Mm-hmm.
According to the St. Paul Pioneer Press, of all Twin Cities performers, no one is more adored than Mary Jane Alm, a talented charmer with golden vocal cords, disarming sincerity, and impressive collection of original tunes, and a hot, high-caliber band.
Indeed. She is a multiple award winner of the Minnesota Music Awards, Best Female Vocalist and Artist of the Year. So she's definitely got some chops. She grew up in Mankato and started her singing career there, doing a gig at the local Holiday Inn. Joined a local band, and then after a couple of years of doing gigs there, she moved on to the cities, fronted a band called City Mouse, which is still very well remembered up there. And now she has her own band, and she'll be bringing them along with tonight at 7:30 p.m. Good seats still available. Tickets $17 for Paradise Center members, $22 for non-members, and $10 for students. And of course, we will have our $5 student rush available 15 minutes before curtain time at 7:30. So if you're...
But the rush is only for students.
The rush is only for students, $5 with a valid student ID. So that's middle school on up to college. So yeah, if you get there at 7:15, we'll start the rush line.
And
so.
It says her brand of country, so she's not
Well,
a typical country artist?
Originally I had said her brand of country. I changed that to her brand of musical magic, because the more I got to know her and read about her, I realized that she kind of defies categorization. You know, she covers so many styles.
Well, I don't think artists like to be categorized.
Yeah, I don't think, a lot of them don't like to be put in boxes. So what she covers everything from country to blues to rock to, everything in between. So, I watched, had a chance. I haven't had a chance to hear her live, but I did check out several of her videos on YouTube, and she's very versatile. And, she has a lovely sound. You talked about comparing her to Alison Krauss. She's close to that. But I know a lot of critics from the cities who have heard her talk about her in the same breath with Linda Ronstadt.
And that's pretty good company to be in.
And that is very good company to be in. So, we're very, very happy to be welcoming her this evening to kick off our 2016 season. And, we've sold about, half the house so far. And, the phone keeps on ringing. So I think a couple days ago we sold 25 tickets in the space of one afternoon. So. Yeah. Don't let the weather deter you, folks. Do not let the weather deter you. Come down, drive safely and slowly, and come hear Mary Jane Alm.
Yeah.
Tonight at 7:30.
Yeah, this is really a good quality concert. They all are at the Paradise.
Well, thank you. Yes,
I mean,
we think so.
As you mentioned, multi-award-winning Minnesota Music Award-winning artist.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Artist of the Year's been named. So I'm hoping we get a chance to visit with her here on the show. We'll take our market update, then come back, and hopefully, as I mentioned, visit with Mary Jane Alm. Hope she can join us. Who knows? Maybe there's an emergency at school, too, I guess.
Possible.
That could have happened.
Possible.
So, we'll do that when AM Minnesota continues. But we have to get our opening market report of service of Paul Rogness, Prairie Brand Seed, and Ag Power Enterprises, your John Deere dealer. They have locations in Owatonna, Hollandale, Belle Plaine, Osage, and Northwood, Iowa. Don't go away, folks. Got more to talk about. From the Paradise Center for the Arts, big concert tonight, and also hear everything being higher. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
And that's your opening market report on AM Minnesota. I think Mary Jane Alm might have forgotten us here, Carter.
Well, that don't feel bad about her. You know, so don't let that change your opinion.
No.
You know, she's a wonderful artist, and who knows? She may be stuck in the snow up in the cities trying to get to school. So
Any number of things could have happened.
any number of things. So
I understand that.
that's not going to stop her from being at the Paradise tonight.
So if she calls in, we'll certainly have her join us on the telephone. If
Yeah.
not, Carter's done this many times with us. He knows how to help us fill some time here on the AM Minnesota program with some
Absolutely.
entertaining stuff. Before we get to some other programs that are coming up,
Yeah.
can we talk about the gallery opening?
Sure. Yeah.
5 until 7 this evening?
5 to 7 this evening. We have 2 new artists in the Carlander Gallery. We have Lindy Smith, who's got some very interesting landscape artistry, landscape paintings. And in the Vernesh Boardroom Gallery is our own Kelly Schamberger, who worked as our graphic designer for the last year and a half, and generally comes to our concerts, gets up in the balcony and paints during performances. So, you know, she gets inspired by the music, and she has been painting birds, various birds over the past year. So everything from the American bald eagle to the blue jay in your front yard every summer. So they're very colorful, and they're very, each one has a personality of its own.
Didn't I see where they had some albino gull up in the Duluth area? And it's
No,
very
I didn't.
rare. Keep
No.
in the North Arctic where they found one dead, and then there's another
Oh,
partner up there by Duluth.
huh? No, I did not know
Very
that.
rare that they are all white, I guess.
Yeah, I did not know that there was such a beast.
So
Albino gulls.
maybe
Huh.
maybe she's heading there.
Well, maybe. I should ask her if she's ever seen one.
And then in the Corey Lynn Krieger Memorial Gallery, it's Henry Peters.
Henry Peters, student Henry Peters, has some very interesting art. A lot of things inspired by what looks like Transformers and robotics. So come and check out those images. He's a keen young mind and a good artist. So a little variety a little something for everybody in the galleries.
Well, you know, I've always thought, and voices too, you know. Who's to say one voice is better than another voice? Your ear is different than my ear.
Oh,
You
sure.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think everybody has their favorites. You know, I always loved Linda Ronstadt because of her versatility. You know, if she wasn't doing, you know, she started as country and then moved to pop, and then she went back and explored the Mexican music of her childhood, because she's of Mexican ethnicity. But she also did a series of albums with Nelson Riddle that were those classic Torch songs. I sometimes joked that they were music to commit suicide to, but you know, because they were always about, you know, girls who've lost their lovers and they're feeling sad, and you know, after a while it got to be a little too much. But still, what she did with those songs, you know, was phenomenal. And so, you know, she had that kind of versatility and range where she could tackle a whole variety of genres and make them all sound convincing, believable, and make them sound like her own.
That's why the Pioneer Press and their little write-up about her says she has disarming sincerity.
And they're talking about Mary Jane Alm there, of course, not necessarily Linda Ronstadt, but yeah, disarming sincerity, golden vocal cords, and you know, a hot, high-caliber band. So it's something to warm me up in this gloppy winter we're having here.
Can I get tickets online to this today?
Yes, you can. You can. ParadiseCenterForTheArts.org. Look up our music series and look for the select button, and it will take you to a diagram of our seating chart, and you can choose the center section, the left section, or the right section. Pick your seats, and the rest is self-explanatory. It'll walk you through the steps.
It's a $3 processing fee.
There is a $3 processing fee.
Per order, not ticket.
Per order, not per ticket, but per order. And that's for internet purchases and phone purchases.
So here's the deal.
Yeah.
Carter's not sitting here, okay? So if you go on the website, you can order your tickets for the entire year and only get charged that one $3 processing fee.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's okay.
Had to help out our listeners.
That's of course, of course.
Wanted them to save a few dollars.
Mm-hmm. No, I have no problem with that. The economy is always a good thing.
Does that make sense?
And of course it makes sense. Yes.
Choose what I want to go to through the whole year.
Yep.
Order tickets for tonight and all the rest of the shows I want to go to.
Yep, that's right.
For the year.
That's correct.
In fact, you could even pick probably the same seats for every concert. I don't know if that's true or not.
You could try. You could try. You know, so many of our concerts really don't pick up until the week or two prior. So I think right now you have your best shot at getting the seats you want for the entire year.
Okay.
So, yeah, as you know, as we tick off each concert, it gets more and more difficult. But we're at the fresh start of a fresh new year and a fresh new season. So yeah, you'd have your best shot at getting consistent seats.
So how did this work out? I mean, did you know about Mary Jane Alm? Did somebody come to you and say, hey, we ought to get this person on?
Mary Jane's name came up. We have a music committee that meets once a month, and it's there's about 6 or 8 people on the committee. And I was at my first music committee meeting, and this was last June. And I knew I had to book a season, but I didn't have a clear idea of who I was going to go after. Right. So, I have a committee at my disposal. I listen to their ideas, and it was actually Dick Kettering from Shattuck St. Mary's who said, we should get Mary Jane Alm down here. And so I thought, well, there's one name on the list. And as I was going through and trying to put the puzzle together and trying to see who I could fit into which date, it just happened to work out that Mary Jane had the availability. I think we discussed 3 dates with her. And January 8th was the one that happened to work out the best. So, hence she is opening our season.
She will be here tonight.
She will be here tonight, 7:30 p.m. Good seats still available. $17 tickets for members, for Paradise Center members. $22 for non-members. So members, non-members, if you want to get that discount, consider becoming a Paradise Center member. That's the best benefit you get from being a member, is that that discount is built in for you. And we offer that $5 discount for each show in our music season, and there are other discounts available for our family series and for our performance series and for our special events and add-ons.
And it really doesn't take much time to get that payback.
No, it doesn't. It starts immediately. It starts immediately. That thing will pay for itself within, depending on your buying habits, it could pay for itself within 6 months if you are a regular Paradise attendee. And that discount applies to our theater, our theatrical offerings too. The Paradise Community Theater offers a discount for members. So yeah, consider it. Consider it. Individual membership, $50 a year. Senior citizen, $40. Family membership, which is good for grandmas, grandpas, aunts, and uncles, not just mom and dad. That's $75 a year. And if you want to get your business involved, a business membership is $250 a year, and that gets you access to our balcony. If you ever want to bring your colleagues around for a pre-show party in our balcony, and then you can sit up there and enjoy the entertainment. It's like having your own private little box.
Or maybe one of your top clients.
Yeah. There you go.
Business.
Absolutely. If there's somebody you want to entertain, consider a business membership, and that's a great way to help build your own business. So it pays dividends.
I like that idea.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Paradise Center for the Arts. So we've got some other events coming up. The Buddy Koopman Orchestra, Saturday, January 23rd. Boy, I hope I can attend that because I love that big band music.
Yeah, and that is part of what we call our January thaw. And I think after the temperature plummets this Sunday and into the coming week, we're going to need some good hot big band dance music to warm people up. And so that's what the Buddy Koopman's orchestra will be providing. Gary, Buddy Koopman's orchestra was out of Faribault, and he's Buddy Koopman's, I think, is still alive. He's
quite. Just over at his house not too long ago.
Were you really?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And is he in good health? Is he in fair health?
Yeah, he's okay.
Okay, but his band is now.
He's been battling some health issues.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But it was nice he showed me his terrific garden.
Oh, does he have a good garden?
Well, he was a landscaper.
Oh, okay.
He started the Koopman Orchestra in high school.
Yeah.
As a teenager.
Yeah.
There were a lot of guys that did that back then.
Yeah, sure. But his band is fronted now and run by Gary Anderson out of Northfield.
Who was a member of his band.
Right, right. And Gary has put together a great group A lot of local artists. You know, for those of you who were at our Rock the Treetop event and enjoyed Dallas Musselman's singing last month, Dallas will be back and singing with Buddy Koopmans, and as will Barb Piper.
Yeah, Barb was singing at the Historical Society banquet that they played at.
Right.
And emceed. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah, great crowd for that. And so she'll be singing, and Dallas Musselman will be singing with the Buddy Koopmans Orchestra, and that's Saturday, January 23rd, 7:30 p.m. Lower prices on this event. Tickets $15 for members, $20 for non-members, and again $10 for students, and of course we'll have the $5 student rush for that event as well. So, and we hope to have.
I'd order my tickets today when I order the tickets for tonight's concert.
Yeah, do that, and we hope to have a couple special guests. You can't have a good swing band without swing dancers, and I have two in mind who are friends from the Twin Cities. Brian Sostek and Megan McClellan were just at Shattuck St. Mary's last night doing their production of Trick Boxing, and Brian and Megan can cut a rug like no couple I know.
Wow.
And so I approached them last night after the show and said, what are you doing on the 23rd? We need party starters. So if you can come on down and cut a rug for us, we're going to try and get them in to lead the dancing. So it'll be an extra bit of fun.
Yeah, there were some good dancers at that Historical Society banquet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love watching good swing dancers because they just, you know, when you've got a really good couple who just partner each other so well, there's nothing awkward about it. They just flow. And for them to know the moves and to do it flawlessly is something else.
I probably shouldn't admit to this.
Mm-hmm.
I could get myself in some trouble. But
Go ahead.
I used to be in disco dancing contests.
Really?
I had a little gal that was a partner of mine in these
Mm-hmm.
contests.
And did you wear the John Travolta patented white suit?
Well, not that.
The big collar?
But I did have a leisure suit.
Oh, yeah.
Puka shell necklace.
Uh-huh.
Long hair.
Really?
That's very long.
Do you have any pictures?
I know it's hard to believe.
Do you have any pictures? Because you're heading the Chrome Dome there, Gordon.
But she was just a little gal, so I could, throw her around.
Oh, sure.
We did all that stuff.
Really?
Oh.
I want to see pictures.
And we won a couple of contests.
Yeah,
too.
good for you. Yeah, I want to see pictures of you as a long hair.
Back in the day. I used to do backflips.
Uh-huh.
That kind of thing. I don't think I could do that now.
No, I couldn't either. But yeah, I remember the leisure suit.
I didn't have the size of midsection that I have now.
Yeah, neither of us did.
But it was a lot of fun.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed dancing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I always thought it'd be cool to take big band swing dance lessons.
Yeah. Yeah. One of these days, it's, put it on your bucket list.
It is on my bucket list.
Yeah, it'll be on my bucket list too.
I'm not getting any younger either.
Yeah, I know. Neither am I. So, yeah, that bucket list will be coming sooner rather than later, I think, for both of us. So.
Carter Martin is with us this morning on AM Minnesota. We were hoping that Mary Jane Alm would be with us as well, but unfortunately that obviously did not work out. She will be at the Paradise tonight.
She will be at the Paradise tonight.
With her golden chords.
Her golden vocal cords and her disarming sincerity and her hot, high-caliber band. So
according to the St. Paul Pioneer Press.
According to the St. Paul Pioneer Press, yeah. So it's going to be a great concert. It'll warm you up.
You've got quite a music season here. You got Kevin Mack's Classic Country Jukebox on February 20th.
Yep. Yeah, Kevin Mack, artist out of I believe Virginia, has been touring the country, and he's one of those young people who just immediately connects with a crowd, and he's a folky storyteller, and just someone who warms you up with his charm and his sincerity and his interpretation of great country hits.
That plays his acoustic guitar.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Shoop, it says here, on April 9th. You got to tell me about Shoop.
Yeah, Shoop. They're an up-and-coming group out of the cities.
It's a cappella?
It's partially a cappella, and they partially play with with a backup big band, and 5 voices, and they're putting new twists on old standards, sort of in the vein of the Manhattan Transfer and the New York Voices. So it's fronted by Lou Ann Henderson, Amy Olson, Karen Sullivan, John Sturtz, and Jeff Thompson, who blend their vocal talents in fresh and complex harmonies. So they got to showcase when we hosted the Minnesota Presenters Network annual conference here last June. They were part of the showcase at the Paradise, and so a lot of people got to hear them perform for about 15 minutes, and they blew the house down. They really did. And so we're looking forward to having them that Saturday, April 9th.
Better have your insurance. They're going to blow the house down.
Well, yeah, we're insured. We'll talk to Hartman.
Let's see. This is probably something I shouldn't admit to either, but back in the day, I really did like the Carpenters' music of back in the day. I thought Karen Carpenter had just incredible voice.
Yeah, she was wonderful. Just talking about the Carpenters takes me back to my grade school days, because you would always hear, the bus driver would always have the top 40 station on, and Karen Carpenter in the early 70s was always
on the charts.
On the charts, and so they'd be playing her over and over again. And a gal named Lisa Rock, who is out of Chicago, lives in the Chicago area, has taken all of Richard and Karen Carpenter's music and put it together in a 2-hour concert as a tribute to the Carpenters. And Lisa Rock is, I think, the closest thing vocally to Karen Carpenter that you will ever hear. My former employer at Viterbo University had booked her, and so I got to be present for her concert at Viterbo. And what was amazing was that you easily forget after all these years how many popular songs that Richard and Karen came up with that just became part of the background of your life. And so when she hauls these out, you're going, oh my God,
hey,
yeah, I haven't thought about that song in years.
Wedding song, at virtually every wedding, we've only just begun. Right?
Yep, we've only just begun. Yeah, yep. And but I can't name any right now. But it's a case of when you hear it, you go, oh yeah.
Rainy Days and Mondays.
Rainy Days and Mondays, Top of the World, all that good stuff. And Lisa Rock will be bringing her show called Close to You to the Paradise on Saturday, May 21st.
And I love
part of the music series.
Critic Alan Breskoff says, or Bresloff,
yes.
says, quote, if you close your eyes, you can see Karen Carpenter's face.
Yeah, yeah.
She had such a tragic end.
Yeah, it was too bad. It was really too bad how she ended up.
I mean, obviously her personal life was really tough.
Well, yeah, and I think that happens. When you're young and fame takes you like that, it can squeeze you out.
Well, she's singing all these love songs and everything. She's just looking for someone to love.
Yeah,
And love her back.
Apparently.
And it doesn't always work out.
Doesn't always work out that way. So
Linda Ronstadt.
Linda Ronstadt. Mary Jane Alm.
Karen Carpenter. The Carpenters.
We're just throwing all these names around today.
Carpenter's music, that's on May 21st. I get my tickets soon too. I think that'll be a sellout.
Right. Yep.
You had a sellout your first, right?
What's that?
Last deal, you had a sellout, wasn't it?
Which one are you talking about?
I'm talking about your event that happened on Rock the Treetop.
Rock the Treetop, yeah. Rock the Treetop last month was a sellout. Yeah, with Dr. Mike Hildebrand, the Over and Back Band, with Dallas Musselman. We were putting extra chairs up, and if anybody didn't show, if anybody turned back their tickets, we were cramming people in. So we were making phone calls out to people at the last minute saying, hey, 2 seats just became available, come on over.
Now, I don't want to speak for you, Carter. You can correct me if I'm wrong here, but if all of these concerts are sellouts,
wouldn't that be wonderful?
That means that you can get even bigger name entertainment.
If there were a magic formula for that, I'd be bottling it. But yeah, obviously, the more money we come up with, the bigger names we can bring. But sometimes the mathematics, you can't argue with that. When you have 278 seats, and you're trying to keep your tickets affordable, that sets certain limitations on what you can afford to bring or who you can afford to bring. And so, sponsorships always help with that dilemma. But sometimes, and you're in the arts, it pays to be frugal to a degree, and we're always paying attention to the bottom line. So it becomes a challenge trying to balance, you know, that desire to bring in bigger names with, you know, how much money can you afford to spend and how much do you expect to make.
Yeah,
So,
I was just thinking, we've got some incredible local talent.
yes, we do.
Grand Old Paradise coming
Yeah.
up on the 11th of June. You'll have an evening of picking and grinning with Barb Piper and friends.
Yeah, that's like the Paradise meets Hee Haw and the Grand Ole Opry. So, you know, for those of you who love that brand of humor, I used to love watching Hee Haw when I was a
My
kid.
dad liked that show.
I liked
We had
Hee
to
Haw.
watch it all the time. I frankly was not a Hee Haw.
You were not a Hee Haw fan?
But my dad loved it, so we watched it.
No, I still sing Gloom, Despair, and Agony on me, especially when I'm sitting at my desk.
You know, there were no multi-televisions in my house.
Oh no, we had one black and white when I was growing up, and yeah, but we all loved watching Hee Haw.
Whatever the folks wanted to watch, they were going to watch.
Yeah, pretty much.
And there was a time. My oldest sister's 5 years older than me. My brother's 4 years older than me, and I'm 3 years older than my little sister. At one time, when all four of us were at home,
Yeah.
we had assigned nights where we could determine what we were going to watch on television.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you got to pick by seniority.
Oh, okay. No, we never quite worked it that way, but we did have Friday nights to ourselves, and I think that was Friday or Saturday night was Brady Bunch and Partridge Family night. So the kids got to sit around with a bowl of popcorn and watch those shows.
Yeah,
and I think Nanny and the Professor was crammed in the middle there.
My older sister had a crush on Davy Jones. So
Oh,
we had to
yeah.
watch the Monkees.
Yep, the Monkees on Saturday mornings. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. So, trip down memory lane. Yeah. But Saturday mornings aren't like that anymore, you know. No more Saturday morning cartoons, you know. Well, yeah, there are obviously, but it's not structured like that anymore. You know, now you can just turn on Cartoon Network and watch it anytime you want. But you know, when we were growing up, cartoons were just for Saturday mornings.
Well, we got 4 channels if we were lucky.
Yeah. CBS, ABC, NBC, and PBS. And maybe a rogue independent channel like Fox.
No, there was nothing like that.
No, didn't have anything like that.
I don't think so. When I
No.
was growing up. Anyway,
Yeah.
we plumb run out of time here.
Yeah.
Did I touch everything, Carter?
Oh, you pretty much did. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, if you want to get memberships, can they do that online too, Carter?
Memberships are best bought in person.
Okay.
I think so.
All
You know, we come into the Paradise and we'll talk about memberships and all the benefits. So we're always happy to answer those questions.
All right. Hey, thanks for coming in.
You're very welcome. You have yourself a good weekend.
Hope you guys have an awesome concert
I
tonight.
think we
I'll
will.
be in Rochester broadcasting the Falcon Boys basketball game with the Rochester Mayo Spartans. You're on KDHL. Cannon Falls hosts state-ranked Goodhue. John Anderson will be in the Bombers hangar for that. So you have a great time tonight.
All right. Thank you. You as well.
Artist reception 5 until 7. Concert starts at 7:30. KDHL.